Looking for a solution to manage your analysis and calibration data? Finding it difficult to keep track of your sample and test schedule? If so, ProTrend can help. Composition data is a vital part of allocation and revenue. Accounting and ensuring that data is up to date and validating it to make sure it's right is time-consuming. This challenge, coupled with your contractual obligations and regulatory mandates, increases your workload, your costs, and the probabilities of error. This is where ProTrend comes in. The ProTrend interface aggregates all of your meters, schedules, sampling, and calibration data into a single cloud-based, secure system. Before you even sign on to ProTrend, most of the implementation will be handled by our ProTrend team. You will merely need to answer questions, provide the correct data, and help us organize your ProTrend account to meet your business needs. The ProTrend team will set up facilities, wells, sample points, and meters. The ProTrend team can also set up a hierarchy that is based on your reporting needs. Let's take a tour of ProTrend, starting with the Facilities page. On this page, all of your active and inactive wells and the associated sample points and meters are linked. You can see the most recent analysis loaded under the sample point and the most recent calibration under the meter. During the implementation process, once the ProTrend team has established your database and hierarchy, your historical data from both the lab and the field will be collected. This will give you access to previous trending data, enabling you to identify any regulatory exemptions you may be eligible for. Once your historical data is compiled, the ProTrend team will work with you to create a schedule of sample collections and calibrations. This will help you reduce your redundancies and oversampling costs. The ProTrend scheduling management tool lets you create schedules based on the frequency of your contractual requirements. This example shows the creation of a monthly schedule that repeats for the next 5 years. ProTrend also has the option to schedule different test types. This example is a Schedule C7 plus liquid analysis. Any specific instructions or comments can be held in the comment box below. ProTrend also includes an association tool to double-check received analysis tests. In this example, you can see that the January instance is green. This indicates that ProTrend has received an analysis that associates with that instance. Any instance in red indicates an analysis has either been missed or has not been received. Any instance in white indicates an upcoming schedule. When the schedules have been created, ProTrend can track all outstanding calibration and sample requirements through the reporting tool. This data can also be automatically distributed to avoid lengthy email threads and missed attachments. This helps ensure that your schedules are compliant and avoids any non-compliance penalties. At the end of each month, a schedule report will be pulled for the upcoming month, detailing which samples and tests are to be completed. The ProTrend calibration module produces editable PDF templates that were created using industry standards and best practices. This helps your contracted electrical and instrumentation companies and operators complete calibrations without missing any essential information. Once this information has been entered into ProTrend, it will be stored and validated, which assists with compliance and process improvement goals. ProTrend can integrate with multiple labs and can communicate with the field or any third-party contractors, the sample point, or test meters. Once the calibration and analysis have been collected, ProTrend can accept the reports directly from the labs and the field. This eliminates unnecessary time delays associated with email and manual data entry. After an analysis or calibration is loaded into ProTrend, it is validated against criteria limits that are established and maintained by your company. These limits can be customized on a per-area basis or per company. Any analysis that meets ProTrend criteria is immediately available for export for any user with no requirements for validation. Any analysis that does not meet ProTrend criteria is flagged in a waste validation by a qualified user. Validators are notified of analysis awaiting validation when they log on to ProTrend using the widgets on the dashboard. The validation screen compares sourced conditions to received conditions and displays any notes made by the lab and any previous validation comments. There are 4 types of validation checks performed at each component of the analysis: a low normal, a high normal, a percent comparison, and a standard deviation. A green check mark indicates that a component value meets ProTrend criteria. A red X indicates that a component value does not and falls outside of the limits. Given a monthly flow rate and an estimated market value, ProTrend provides an estimated sample value that ensures a more consistent evaluation of your product, depending on whether or not the analysis fits into the previously established trends. The validator can either pass or fail it. If the analysis fails, the validator is prompted with a selection of reasons and the opportunity to reschedule. The calibration validation screen works in a very similar way. All key factors can be reviewed on screen in order to validate efficiently. This includes the high and low limits and a different from previous indicator. With ProTrend, you can validate by exception and reduce your administrative work. This will allow you to focus on and eliminate analysis that will result in significant measurement or allocation errors. Once you have validated a calibration, a high-level training feature on the sample point page allows for the easy recognition of outlier results. ProTrend also includes a robust reporting feature. Data can be distributed automatically as a simple email of validation results or the sending and receiving of information between ProTrend clients. No matter the method, ProTrend creates an electronic copy that automatically queues up for distribution upon validation. ProTrend interfaces with most measurement and allocation systems, including standard production accounting packages. This produces accurate and valid data and eliminates the need to key in analysis manually. The ProTrend interface is but one of the family of communication and data capture products from Critical Control, including ProChart, ProMonitor, and ProMonitor Live. Data to third-party companies are automatically sent and a complete audit trail is maintained. Your ProTrend implementation fee includes database creation, the loading of historical calibrations and analysis, as well as training for your team members. Your monthly subscription is based on the number of meters, so there is no limit to the number of users you can set up, and your third-party companies can be granted easy access to your database. ProTrend is the robust, secure, and cost-saving solution that your operation needs. For more information or for a live demonstration of ProTrend, please reach out to us at sales@criticalcontrol.com.